The Flow Sports Radio.
Yeah. Hip Hop Sports Radio. And you're listening to The Flow Sports Radio Show. Man, we're going to get right into it, man, because I know y'all still recovering from that damn turkey, you know what I'm saying? I know you guys are recovering from that damn turkey. Happy Thanksgiving from the Flow Sports Radio Show. We're going to get right into it, man. We're going to talk about the turkey games, you know what I'm saying, on Thursday. I know y'all probably still eating all that turkey sandwiches, turkey croquettes, turkey soup, you know what I'm saying? Eating grandma's greens and the whole get down, man. But you know the macaroni and cheese been gone since Thursday. I already know. First game we're going to talk about, man, as we move the chains. Those Vikings, man. They lose 16-13 to the Lions, man. I told you, been telling you, man, that the Lions are a team that you need to watch out for. They'll knock your ass out the playoffs, man. They'll end your season, man. Those cats are not playing, man. Matthew Stafford is definitely within the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL, man. Sam Bradford, man, he's doing just enough, man. But at the end of the day, man, the Lions are a team that you need to be watching out for, man. I don't care who you are, man. I don't care even if you're the Dallas Cowboys, man. You can't take those cats lightly, man. They are for real. That was an exciting game, man. Even though it was a little scoring, man, I liked it, man, because it showed the competitiveness, man, between the two teams over there in that NFC North. Next game we're going to talk about that was on Turkey Day, man. The Steelers win 28-7 over the Colts. That's a boo-boo game, man. But I got to give props to Ben Roethlisberger. And the reason why it's a boo-boo game, man, is because you guys went against Tulsa, you know, and not Andrew Luck. So that game was a game you should have won. But I can't just dismiss the game because Ben Roethlisberger's playing well, man. Le'Veon Bell, man. Let me say his name again. Le'Veon Bell. 120 yards rushing, man. When he's healthy, man, he is a top back. That's a nasty runner, man. That dude, he can go outside, inside, man. He's punishing. I like Le'Veon Bell as a running back, man. And of course, Ben Antonio Brown's just solid as usual, man. He had like 97 yards receiving and stuff, a few touchdowns. But at the end of the day, man, the Steelers are supposed to win that game, man. But Big Ben is looking like Big Ben. We're going to keep it moving, man. And this is the game that I like the most, man. Let me tell you, man. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys increased their record to 10-1 they went 31-26 over the Redskins, man. Let me just say something, man. I got into an internet discussion with somebody, man. Let me tell you, man, there's cats out there, man, that don't have no respect for Dak Prescott. Cowboy fans, I'm letting you know right now. They don't care that Dak Prescott is 10-1. They're saying that he basically has been throwing the keys to Voltron and he's a game manager, man. He's a game manager. That's what they're saying. And I was like, how are you a game manager, man? You don't have to go for 300 every game. See, the average fan now, statistics and points and all of that stat stuffing and all that, even in basketball, that's becoming the carrot that everyone's using to judge whether or not somebody is elite. And I don't care about all that, man. I only care about results. I don't care about how they're generated. I care about results. And if you're 10-1, you're 10-1. And if you got the best running back in football in Ezekiel Elliott, why do you need to throw the ball all over the place just to get stats? No, you don't need to do that. So I'm just letting you know, man, Dak Prescott's getting some hate out here, man, making it seem like his job is easy. Like he can just throw anybody out there and they'll be doing what he's doing. Nah, I don't agree with that. But anyway, let's get back to the game, man. Kirk Cousins had 443 yards, 3 touchdowns, man. Kirk Cousins, man, he's showing why RG3 had to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that I like the most, man, is I'm loving the Dez Bryant and Josh Norman hate fest. I love it, man. I love competition. I love when cats don't like each other, man. I love it when cats hate each other's guts. And Josh Norman is making himself into the guy that he don't want to be friends with no receivers. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to be friends with Odell Beckham. He don't want to be friends with Dez Bryant. He don't want to be friends with nobody. But at the end of the day, man, Dez, you know, you had a great game. But let's not get it twisted. You didn't make those catches and all those catches and yards on Josh Norman. You didn't. You had like 3 catches for like 30 yards against him, and you still have yet to score a touchdown, man. So even though Dez Bryant is athletically superior to Josh Norman, because Josh Norman is not the fastest, he's not the tallest, he's not the swiftest, but he's playing that mental warfare, man. He's getting in your head. And why you saying, well, you need to get his money back? Hey, man, he's doing what he's supposed to do. When he's on you, he's keeping you out the end zone. And that's why Jason Garrett and them are putting you in the slot, because Josh Norman don't cover the slot. So all those yards that Dez got, and I like Dez, don't think I'm hating on Dez, but this is the Flow Sports Radio Show. And we don't do the groupie thing, man. We call it like it is. And Dez Bryant is being put in the slot on purpose because he's not really having that much success against Josh Norman. Now, do I think some of the stuff that Josh does is excessive? Yeah, I do. But hey, when you're the little cat, you got that chip on your shoulder. Hey, man, sometimes you got to play like that. But Dallas Cowboys, once again, 10-1. Can't hate. Got to congratulate. We'll keep the chains moving. Next game we're going to talk about, we're going to go ahead and skip ahead and talk about last night's game, man. The Packers win 27-13 over the Eagles. Man, Aaron Rodgers is back, baby. Aaron Rodgers is back, man. He threw 3 touchdowns. And the way he just whips the ball around, man, that guy can make any throw from any angle. And when Aaron Rodgers plays like that, he's the best quarterback in football, man. I know Tom Brady, man. You hear Tom Brady's name ad nauseum. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, man, if Discount Double Check plays like that, and he played like that every game, he'd be the MVP, man. But he's definitely back, and he's definitely playing well, man. In regards to the Eagles, man, you're going to have a lot to be excited about, but Carson Wentz is the truth, man. This was the first time I really sat down and watched every down Carson Wentz as a quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. That guy's for real, man. He's got a cannon of an arm. He's got legs. He's mobile. I like his fire. I like his passion. If you're an Eagles fan, man, take your time and put some pieces and some weapons around this guy, man. This guy is somebody who you definitely need to be happy that you got on your team, man. You may not be able to cheer much, but you got to understand, man, Chip Kelly dismantled your squad. Chip Kelly came in there and just basically spray painted the inside of your house before he left. You know what I'm saying? You got a house, you rent it to a tenant. The tenant's not really doing what he needs to do, and when he leaves, he just spray paints your house and just writes all kinds of ill-advised things on your wall and break your windows out and pulls out all the copper out of the damn cupboards and all of that kind of stuff out the sink. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you got to fix your house, man. But at least you got a good tenant in Carson Wentz. We're going to keep it moving as we move the chains.
Stir Crazy Productions, baby.
The Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs, man, they win 30-27 in the AFC West showdown for the Sunday night game, man. The Chiefs are a problem, man. The Chiefs are a problem, man. Those cats are a problem. Did I say they was a problem? They a problem, man. I'm going to be real with you, man. Kansas City, they aren't going to just lay down. It ain't happening, man. You had Tyreek Hill. I didn't even know who Tyreek Hill was, man. But I know who he is now because he did something that hasn't been done since the great Gale Sayers, man. In 1965, the first rookie to ever have 3 touchdowns in a game, 1 by kick return, 1 by receiving, and 1 by rushing. And he was acting a damn fool out there, man. And all I got to say, Alex Smith just gets it done. You want to talk about a game manager? That's not Dak Prescott. That's the homie Alex Smith. He's a game manager all day, but he gets it done. And when he needs to make a play, he makes a play. Okay, we're gonna get back to him. I'll be bringing his name up again at the end of the show, but I'm gonna let you know the Chiefs are a problem, man. And as far as the defending champion Broncos, man, Trevor Siemian, he had a good game. He threw for over 300, but he didn't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that in overtime, I thought it was very stupid that Gary Kubiak tried to kick a 62-yarder instead of trying to get a first down. Because your kicker had only made a 57-yarder in his career. Now, I had discussions with other people. Shout out to the homie Shiny, out there in Detroit. She told me that she thought it was noble that happened, But I was like, hey, man, I don't think it's noble. You know what I'm saying? And, it's not playing to tie. It's like, give yourself the best chance to win the game. It's like, you're kind of like, we're going to try it. If it works, it works. But then you give the Chiefs a short field and they go and they do the same thing. It's like, you got to play the field position game. This is what I'm talking about, man. People get so caught up in scoring. Now, I ain't talking about you, Shy, but I'm saying so many people get caught up in scoring that they don't even pay attention to the strategies and the nuances of the game, man. But we ain't going to talk about that because we aficionados and we already know that. The average fan base don't know that. So we're going to keep it moving as we move the chains and get into these Sunday games. You know what I'm saying? The Buccaneers win 14-5 over the Seattle Seahawks. That's a boo-boo game, man. I ain't talking about that. It's a Flow Sports Radio show, man. We don't talk about boo-boo games, man. Seahawks score 5 points, man. Really? You 7-3-1, and you talking about you trying to make the playoffs? In fact, the Super Bowl, and you lose to the Buccaneers, even though the Buccaneers are on a come up and they've won 2 weeks in a row, and they've won 2 games they shouldn't have won. They beat Kansas City last week, who right now look like a problem. Then you beat the Seahawks. Man, I ain't got time for that, man. We ain't even talking about that crap, man. We're going to keep it moving, man. We're going to talk about these Patriots, man. Patriots win 9-2. They win 22-17 over the Jets. Hey, man, that's a boo-boo game, man. It's a boo-boo game, even though Tom Brady did what he needed to do, man. It took Tom Brady. He didn't look good. T. Breezy didn't look good, man. Yeah, I called him T. Breezy. T. Breezy didn't look good. He didn't look good at all. But he finds a way to win because he's a competitor, man. And that's sometimes just what it takes, man. You got to be a competitor, man. You compete. That's it. And, he's supposed to win that game, man. But it took a little too long. He won the game with 55 seconds left, man. Come on, dude. Nah, man. That's a boo-boo game, man. We got to keep it moving, man. I was waiting for this. The pinky game. The pinky game. You know what I'm saying? The glove game. My Oakland Raiders win 35-32 over the Panthers, and Derek Carr comes back from a dislocated pinky in 2 different places. You know what I'm saying? His hand is north and his pinky is going east or west, depending on the angle of where you at. It was ugly, man. That was an ugly injury, man. But for him to come back, they came back and he won that game. And when he went out, that shows how much of a firebrand and how much of a person of importance that Derek Carr is. Because when Derek Carr goes out the game, the Raiders fall apart. The Raiders fell completely apart. They were like, it's over. Gave up 18 points in 8 minutes, man. The defense just said, hey, man, we might as well not even try to do anything anymore. You let Ted Ginn Jr., a journeyman in this league, somebody who has track speed, but his hands are extremely suspect, score an 88-yard touchdown. He's killing us. He had like 133 yards. He had a couple of big catches, and you let them come all the way back to take the lead. Not only catch up, take the lead. And you had to have Derek Carr come back in with the glove on, like OJ, and come with there and slice and dice. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what happened. He came back. Everybody said, hey, he's back, man. Let's start playing football again. And that is the problem with the Raiders, man. We good, but this is the Flow Sports Radio Show. We don't do the groupie thing, man. We call it like it is. And with that defense giving up them kind of points, and our offense have to bail the defense out every week, I don't care if we're injured, man. That injuries does not give up 25 straight points. That does not give an excuse. But with that being said, man, we did win the game. And if we don't get that defense together, man, we'll make the playoffs, but we won't be in the playoffs very long, man. Sorry, that's it, that's all. We're going to keep moving the chains, man. Man, the Chargers win 21-13 over the Texans. That's a boo-boo game, man. It's the Texans, man. I ain't talking about that, man. Even though Phillip Rivers does what he does, he always does what he does, man. Who cares, man? Nobody's even interested in that, man. We're going to keep it moving, man. We don't talk about that kind of stuff, man. We're going to keep it moving, man. We're going to go do what we got to do, man. The Titans win 27-21 over the Bears, man. That's a boo-boo game, too, man. I ain't talking about that, except Marcus Mariota, man. I got to give that brother props, man. It could be a boo-boo game, but if somebody's playing well, man, I can't ignore those cats, man. I can't hate on them because it's a boo-boo game. It ain't their fault it's a boo-boo game. You know what I'm saying? But it's a boo-boo game, man. The Bears 2-9, man. Come on, man. Somebody got to get fired, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to lose their job, man. Next game we're going to talk about as we move the chains. Giants go 8-3, man, quietly. They're going 8-3, 27-13 over the 0-12 Browns. That's a boo-boo game. Any game that the Browns is in and ain't winning is boo-boo. Straight up. But there's some people that need to be acknowledged. And one of them is Odell Beckham Jr., ODZ. He acted a damn fool. He had 2 touchdowns, and that dude, man, he's probably the most talented wide receiver since Randy Moss, man. The dude can make every catch. He's uncoverable. You have to have somebody, a safety over the top, covering him at all times. And he loves the slant route. I keep telling everybody, man, why y'all just keep letting ODZ just go to the house on slants? But hey, maybe y'all learn the hard way. But the thing that I really liked about this game, besides Odell Beckham, is the fact that Janoris Jenkins and Terrell Pryor have been getting at it. Terrell Pryor has converted himself into a very serviceable, I can't even say serviceable, man. He's starting to be a problem, man. Wide receiver. And Janoris Jenkins and him was going jaw-jacking back and forth, man. You know, and it's the same thing with the Josh Norman and Dez Bryant situation, man. I like the fact these cornerbacks and these wide receivers ain't getting along, man. You know what I'm saying? All the cornerbacks want to be Deion Sanders, you know what I'm saying? And all the wide receivers want to be T.O. or Randy Moss. Okay, then we need to see some vitriol between y'all. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing people who don't like each other. It's okay not to like people. You know what I'm saying? It's okay not to get along with everybody, man. All this kumbaya fest, man. This is the NFL, man. We ain't trying to sit up here, man, and share lollipops with each other, man. This is the NFL, man. If you don't like you, I don't like you. You don't like me, you don't like me, man. It is what it is, man. But I like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep the chains moving, man. The Falcons win 38-19 over the Cardinals. Quietly, man, the Falcons are 7-4, man. 7-4. Man, come on, dude. They handling their business, man. And the Cardinals, you guys are imploding. It is what it is, man. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on it. Bills win 28-21 over the Jaguars. Jaguars 2-9. Bills 6-5. It's a boo-boo game. But I got to give a shout out to Shady McCoy, man. I ain't talking about no boo-boo games. You know how I do it, man. You've been watching the show long enough. I ain't doing that, man. We're going to keep it moving. This game right here, man. San Francisco 49ers lose to the 7-4 Dolphins 31-14. I'm going to get to the most important part of this game. And the most important part of this game is not San Francisco. Sorry 49er fans, it ain't. It's the Dolphins. The Dolphins are 7-4, man. And I really sat down and really watched this game. As you guys know, I'm a Raider diehard, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to really see and catch a silver lining because I wanted to be able to come back and tell you 49er fans something positive from this game. You know what I'm saying? Because we're objective here on this show, man. Outside the show, I may say whatever, man. I may say whatever, but while on the show, man, I'm objective. I'm gonna just keep my football prowess on point. And I saw Ryan Tannehill really emerge as one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL, man. He's a solid quarterback, man. He can make all the throws. He's got range. He's mobile and he's fast, man. I didn't know he was a wide receiver in college, man. But he's a very good quarterback, man. And then when you got the running game with Jay Ajayi, and you got a good receiver like Jarvis Landry, that's the formula, man. You got to have a quarterback, you got to have a good running back, and you got to have a number one receiver, man, on offense. And then you'll be in games. Won't mean you'll win a lot of games, but you'll be in games. And the reason why the Dolphins are 7-4 is because they got a good defense, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget they got Ndamukong Suh, even though he ain't stepping on people and being dirty. You got a Pro Bowl a player on your defensive staff. So that's what I'm talking about. Now, in regards to the 49ers, man, I wanted to come up with a silver lining for y'all. So I'm going to tell you what the silver lining is. The silver lining is Colin Kaepernick and Carlos Hyde are the only players on your team that are actually trying to win games.
Stir crazy, but
that's it,
baby.
Nobody else is trying to win games. Okay? The management office ain't trying to win games. The ownership box isn't trying to win games. The coaches is not trying to win games. Just those two cats. And you got a 53-man roster, and you only got 2 players on the team that's trying to win games. So this is what you 49er fans need to do. Instead of me riding on y'all, I'm going to give you guys something to do. I'm give you guys some homework. What you guys need to do is you need to go and Google Lamar Jackson from Louisville, and you need to Google Deshaun Watson from Clemson and start watching tape. Start watching college tape so you can figure out who you're going to draft. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be looking 1, 2, or 3 years ahead because it's over. It's a wrap, man. 10 games in a row, there's nothing to talk about, man. But what you guys need to do is you need to start making yourself more accessible to the college game because that's where your stuff's going to come to. You ain't going to get no free agents because nobody's going to come there and play for chip. That ain't happening. So you're going to have to draft somebody, man. And let me see. And that's it. Flow Sports Radio Show. We bounce around and we always get down. But until then, game on. Game on.